something I can help you with?
No, it's okay, Morty. You can just stand there. I got talking to do. Hey, everybody, Bandicoot Commando here, and welcome back to Multiverses. Last time,
Time to pick a character. Woo!
I did some matches with Garnet here, and so today, we're gonna do a few with Steve, or almost said Steven Universe. Morty. Yeah, we're gonna. Morty. I can't do Rick's voice well. Morty. Yeah, doing it just makes me all coughy and everything. Ugh. Uh, okay, there we go. My coughing was so great that it killed my mic temporarily. Nah, it unplugged somehow. So yeah, we're just gonna do a few matches with Morty. Compared to some of the others,
Time to pick a
I
character.
mean, obviously, I don't have a lot of skins with most of the characters, but Morty is one of those characters that I don't think we're really gonna get a lot of mileage out of, because I don't have that many skins, and I can only hope that if I can't at least do enough matches, I'll have to just simply cycle through the matches I've already done again just so that I can explain his moveset and everything. But enough of that. Let's get to it.
Morty Smith, at your service. Look out, bad guys.
Alrighty,
Getting
Morty.
really
Morty
excited, guys.
Smith.
You know what? Just
Well,
look out.
full name being Mortimer Smith. I slightly brought up Morty a bit when I was talking about Rick, but to go into better detail with it, Morty is the youngest of two. The youngest of his sibling Summer,
Feelings right now.
and just basically, yeah, all he wants is just a normal life, do typical things that a teenager will do, and all that good stuff. You know, go to school, graduate, maybe get a girlfriend, maybe go to college, get married, stuff like that. But then you have his grandpa Rick, who needs to use Morty as a, I wouldn't say as a lab rat, but essentially wants to take Morty on these adventures that are very life-threatening and blah blah blah. So, let's get down to his moveset. Morty's neutral attack is that he will shoot from his little blaster gun. The gun actually has two different functions. Once it's fully charged, it will shoot a very big shot of energy. But this big shot of energy has a certain property to it. That is, if it goes on for a bit, it will then burst, and then two snakes will pop out of it. One will fly up and the other will fly downwards. And the snakes do damage to anyone that hits it. Let's see. Oh yeah, and then of course, when the shot is not charged yet, you just have regular, regular smaller shots to shoot with.
Maybe next time.
All in all, it's just a simple blaster shot. You want to take full advantage of the fully charged shot, though, when it comes to it. Because you want to, the snakes can be very handy to have. Morty's side attack is that he'll first do a quick 1-2 with an oversized armfany, and then, from there, you can end the 1-2 punch in two different ways. If you just press the neutral attack without any directional input, Morty will take out an energy whip thing to whip with. Not only will this whip push back the opponent, but more importantly, it will pull Morty to the opponent so you can continue with further punishment with attacks. Otherwise, if you just tilt to the side to finish the side special, Morty will pull out Hammer Morty, basically a variant of Morty with a literal hammer head, and take a swing with him. It's actually a pretty strong attack. And Morty has a perk that basically what that will do is that instead of taking one swing with Hammer Morty, he will continuously spin and do a multi-hit attack. I'm just gonna say, I'm not the best with Morty, so I'm gonna lose bad, because Morty is a difficult character to understand, and I just did not have the best of luck against anyone. Yeah, you and the F. How about an F to you for being an asshole? Anyway, let's see, that was the side attack. For Morty's up attack, he just basically uses a different version of the blaster and shoots upwards. You can charge with this attack, but it doesn't give you a charge shot. It's just basically... what am I trying to say? Yeah, it's just basically to do a charge attack with, even though, again, it doesn't influence the charge shots or anything. I really should have won this. I should have had this. Look, I was so close to winning this, and then that happens.
Jeez, maybe next time.
Okay, well, before I go on, this is Evil Morty. Evil Morty is a variant of Morty where, well, he's evil. He's actually he's just as smart as Rick, if not more so, and he is extremely dangerous. In fact, he was responsible for a lot of events that happen. I don't know how to go further with him. He's just pretty evil, and he's better than Rick. Or at least he says that he is, but he's still a right asshole. Anyway, moving on with the attacks, though. The upshot, when it's fully charged and you use it, and I mean fully charged as in with the blaster shot, not so much as when you charge the upshot attack. When you shoot it upwards, snakes will pop out of it too when it goes up to a certain distance, but unlike before, the snakes will come out. This is where I realized that the person quit, so you'll get to see me use a few other moves that I can demonstrate later. Yep, just me experimenting. Yeah, that shot, the upshot, and okay. Anyway, snakes will pop out of it too, and they go from left to right. For Morty's down attack, he will, I think I'm going to use it here, he'll pull out a plumbus and start scrubbing the floor with it. It gives you that purple aura in order to break through shields. It's actually quite handy. This is the Gundam suit Morty. Same episode that it appeared in with Gundam suit Rick, the Purge episode. For the air versions of these moves, they're mostly, well, I can't say they're mostly the same. The neutral shot is the same. The side attack is that Morty will pull out an axe to swing with, and you can do a follow-up swing with it as well. And you can charge the attack too. And the cool thing about this attack is, depending on the skin that you're using for Morty, he will actually use a different weapon. Still has the same properties. Like in his normal skin, and any of his other original skins. And the President Morty skin, he uses the axe. Evil Morty uses the Triton. Gundam Suit uses a... Now see, I don't know what happened there, but if it hadn't happened, I would have made an easy recovery. Anyway, Gundam Suit Morty uses the sword blade within it. And then, while I don't have the skin, the what is it? The Icon Morty? He uses some kind of, I think it's like meant to be a baton of some kind. A stick, just some kind of baton stick thing. The upshot is, oh yeah, so the up attack, Morty will do a fire burst above him using literal fire, and that's from a, and that is from a ring. It comes from a ring that does it, like that. It's pretty powerful, and it will ignite the opponent. It's just a handy, very powerful to use. For Morty's down air attack, he will do a downward swing with Armphony, and it's a strong down swing. Now for the specials. Yeah, look at that, see? Morty's neutral, which I just did a moment ago, is that he will throw a grenade. The longer you charge the grenade, the further it will go. But the perk that I'm using not only does that, but it also will influence the power and damage.
Jeez, maybe next time.
Once a grenade is out and about, it'll slowly tick down until it blows up. Morty's neutral attack keys to the grenade. Any grenades that are lying out, Morty will aim at them, well, he'll shoot at whatever the closest one there is, and it'll blow up. It does some good damage, but like I said, with the perk I'm using, it only will do more damage with the explosion depending on how long you held the charge before throwing it.
Ready to strike.
For Morty's side attack, he will use the planet ring thing, and there, dirt. Just cause a rock formation, small rock stalagmite to come out from the ground. It will give a small bit of of weaken on the opponent, and if you use it on any grenades lying out, it'll split them in half and make them smaller. But I believe it speeds up their timer, though, so you'd want to be quick with it. For Morty's up special, he will summon the space cruiser, or the ship, whatever you want to call it. It's just a floating platform that will help you recover, and it will continuously float until it goes off screen. Therefore, it not only works as a nice recover, but if you can trap opponents on there and stun them, you can basically get them to float off screen, give them a little undignified knockout. For Morty's down special, he will, I only did this once, I think, but he will press a button and you will see a silhouette of him in place, and what this will do is that this is setting his place. He's placing a marker of himself. After a short amount of time, or if you input the down special again, Morty will then warp back to that spot. And as he's warping back, as it's setting up before it wears off, you can see a dotted line of Morty's trail of where he's going. Once he warps back, any damage he took, I think, is healed. And he also will drop a little grenade as well. So it is pretty handy and useful. But as you've seen in some of my other videos that I've went up against Mortys, if you're quick enough to predict where they're going to be, not so much as predict, but if you're quick enough in order to react, you can easily just get them as they're warping back out. For the air versions of the moves,
I am censored.
all but the side special are the same. The air side special is that Morty will, I've used it a few times, he'll open up a portal that he can jump through. Man, if he would have, yeah, like that, like I just did. He also gains a bit of armor as he's jumping out, so it does help. Get out. I don't care if I lose, just get out of the way. So all in all, I don't think there's really any other like things to share with Morty. He doesn't really have any passives. Well, actually, he does. You can, I believe, if you either throw or pass by your teammate. Oh, so this is President Morty. President Morty is actually just a disguise that evil Morty put on. It's essentially, basically, how he was able to become president of the Citadel. Normally, Ricks are presidents, but evil Morty was able to do the impossible. Although this was just to further his goals, and in the end, he really didn't care about the Citadel. He ended up destroying it in the end. So anyway, yeah, see the axe. I think if you either throw or run by an opponent, I think you gotta throw it. In 2v2s, your teammate can pick up a grenade as well. And whenever they do a neutral or side attack, they can throw it. And from there, you've got an extra grenade to work with. This guy just would not stop. This guy thinks he's so smart, but he's not. So, all in all, Morty is a very, he's a pretty high-tier character, believe it or not. Not bad for someone who is, his reputation on the show, but Morty's had his moments of being a badass, but still, for the most part, Morty is often just the butt of a joke. You just gotta understand, how the grenades work, how you can, potentially cause a chain of explosions with them. And there's the fact that you just gotta understand how the rest of his moves work, and just how he's just pretty strong and devastating. Oh yeah, when the portals are out, I might be wrong. I think they have an extra, yeah, I'm pretty sure they have an extra property, and that extra property being that enemy projectiles will not go through it. Morty and ally projectiles will, but not enemies. They just simply disappear as they get near it. Oh yeah, see, there's the thing, and either I don't know if I voluntarily did that or if it just wore off, but yeah, that's how the down special works. I think that's all I'll talk about with Morty, because like I said, I'm not the best with Morty. And ever since they changed him from a bruiser to mage, I feel like it might have, I don't know for sure, but I think it might have even affected some of his properties. I don't know for sure. But in the meanwhile, just enjoy the rest of me losing. Or in this case, I did win against this guy. Oh, speaking of that, so I know I won against this guy. But the rematch, I forgot to record the rematch, but I did win the rematch, though. So, yeah, enjoy the rest of this video.
Right now? relax and go with the flow. What do you know? That hurts every time.
Never resting.
This is barbaric.
Center. I can feel the power.
I'm feeling a lot of feelings right now. Ah! Hey, Red, you did it! I need to get my stuff together.
I can never give up. Fleet of foot.
Pow! Fifth! Nice one, Blue!
These tricks are starting to annoy me.
Ah! Ah! Jeez, maybe next time.
Well, those were my matches with Morty, people. I'm not the best at using him. He's a high tier character to learn and understand that, you know, he can pull off some really crazy combos if you understand the timing and the spacing of how his moves work with the grenades and all of that. And not to mention the fact that he went from being a bruiser to a mage. I mean, maybe when they made him a mage, they might have slightly tweaked his attributes to make him easier to launch. I don't know. I'm just not really the best with Morty. But anyway, oh, and another thing. I realized at the start of the video, before we started the montage, I noticed that I had my audio settings on wrong. I had the settings on to when I normally do the main Let's Plays, like Bioshock Infinite. So, yeah, both the beginning of this and the Garnet video were probably a little louder than what they should have been. So I tweaked it I put it back to where it was. Anyway, that'll do for this episode of Multiverses. Join me next time
Time to pick a character. Woo!
as we do Shaggy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 of these characters remain, the ones that I don't use that often. And again, I'm not too sure when these will come out, but if and when I get whoever the first character of Season 3 is, Powerpuff Girls most likely, but I don't know. Yeah. I'm not sure what I'm going to do once I get through all the roster because, well, I mean, I said that I would redo some of these characters in order to, because it's like, okay, I understand them better and I'm a lot better at using them now. But you get the idea. Next time, we'll do Shaggy. So that is it, and... Oh, wait a sec.
Time to pick a character! Woo! Woo!
Back to
Why
normal.
don't you just do what I do and go with the flow?
Okay. That is it, and I will see you guys next time.